Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we are back taking a look at some more spice in the Ultra League. And today, well, we have a treat for you guys. We are taking a look at a Shundo level 41 Xatu in the Ultra League Premier Cup. And these battles were submitted by a member of the community, so many thanks for submitting these battles. Xatu honestly has a very interesting moveset. He's running Air Slash, Aerial Ace, and Future Sight, so it has a very heavy hitting nuke move. And he's paired it with Swampert and Venusaur in the back. So let's hop into these battles and take a look at Xatu in the Ultra League Premier Cup. Alright, hopping into the first match here, Xatu into Gyarados. This is going to be a pretty neutral matchup. The thing you have to watch for, of course, is the Crunch, which is going to be hitting for super effective damage. That was pretty fast. Pretty sure this is just an Aqua Tail, but shields it up because it's Xatu. Xatu is unfortunately not the tankiest. And now going for the Aerial Ace. I'm curious to see how much this does. Unfortunately, I do not get to find out as it was shielded, so you hate to see it. Able to get an Air Slash through, that's nice. Aqua Tail does take out the Xatu, that is unfortunate. However, actually coming in with Swampert here, so very interesting call. So rather than attempting to maybe Vine Whip down, although it's a bit high to Vine Whip down, choosing to sacrifice a bunch of health onto the Swampert. He's not going to be able to Mud Shot down, so is going to have to expend another Hydro Cannon to take out the Gyarados, and we'll see what the opponent has in the back. They match with their own Swampert, so we should be in an okay spot here, I'm hoping. I would imagine after this maybe switch into the Venusaur. Unfortunately does not, but at this point you just rely on Venusaur to close out the match. Venusaur comes in, and the opponent is staying in. They must be crazy weak to Venusaur in the back, shielding it up the Earthquake. Let's see what they do have in the back. I'm so curious. And they have an Empoleon, so it's the good old-fashioned triple water team. And very interesting to see the Empoleon variant. That's not one I have seen before. I think we live the Drill Peck here. I don't play a lot of Ultra Premier, but I believe we should be able to live this. Yep, which it does. And then from here, Venusaur is definitely going to be able to outpace and get to the Frenzy Plants needed to KO. Able to get to another one. Waterfall comes through, but that doesn't matter because his Frenzy Plant, of course, is going to be doing more than enough to take it out. So unfortunately, game one kind of just had to sacrifice the Xatu because it wasn't a great lead, but able to come back and get the win. Alright, picking up what I imagine is a pretty solid lead here. Look at those Air Slashes chunking. They come into Empoleon, counter swapped with Venusaur. I do like the Venusaur counter swap as opposed to the Swampert, because even though Swampert does have Earthquake, Swampert can at least take neutral from Empoleon's best move, whereas with the Venusaur, you're making it throw Drill Peck, which is its worst move. Able to farm down, which is absolutely massive. Gallade comes back in and going for the Frenzy Plant. I'm super curious to see if we do get a shield here. We do, which I think is a mistake by the opponent, to be 100% honest. Waiting out the clock, I don't necessarily agree with this decision because he has switch advantage, so I don't necessarily agree with that, but able to go for the Aerial Ace. Will this KO? It does! Oh my, and there's a Tangrowth in the back. Oh no! This man was unprepared for the Xatu. You love to see it. Alright, hopping into the next match. Leading Xatu into Venusaur, another great lead. Shout out to Xatu. Look at those Air Slashes putting in work on Venusaur. I'm super curious to see how much a Sludge Bomb does. He is not going to... Oh, and they bait with a Frenzy Plant. Oh, if he had... Oh, man. If he had called that, he would be in such a good spot right now. Charizard does come in. Blast Burn, of course, hurts quite a bit. But the nice thing is Swampert can survive it and build up to 2. So played absolutely the way you want to play this matchup. Really, really like that. Takes it out, and now he has a nice energy lead and able to get to an Earthquake versus their Venusaur. Earthquake gets the shield. Okay, this honestly works out pretty well. And then he's in a good spot where he can come back in with the Xatu. Oh, actually decides to come in with the Venusaur so he doesn't have to expend a shield. I also do like this play quite a bit, so that way he can preserve shields. All right, another charge move coming through. And there's the Sludge Bomb. See what they have in back. Oh no, they have a Swampert in the back. Oh no. Swampert gets absolutely bodied. And alright, big Xatu for the finish. Aerial Ace gets the shield. Alright, and gets to another aerial ace, so Xatu finishing it off in style. And I believe I may have mentioned it earlier, but this Xatu is actually a Shundo. So a very, very cool find, and I am deeply, deeply jealous. Alright, Xatu into Clefable. Xatu is not the tankiest, so I definitely understand switching out here. Countered with an Empoleon, but actually going for the bait. Ooh, he needs to get a shield here. Okay, gets a shield. That is big. Cannot quite get to the Earthquake before the Empoleon throws the Hydro Cannon. Is he going to double bait here? No, deciding to go for the Earthquake. Come on, land. Land! Oh, no. Fortunately, he can still win the 2 shield, but actually opts to go for a Hydro Cannon. So, I believe, based on the fact that he's going for the Hydro Cannon here... Oh, you hate to see it. There's a bunch of lag and cannot get to the second Hydro Cannon. He probably would have been better off just going straight for the Earthquake there, but unfortunately, lag kind of screwed him up either way, and the opponent throws a Hydro Cannon for some reason. Definitely want to go Drill Peck in that situation, unless maybe they're running Flash Cannon? There's a Shadow Machamp in the back, although a Shadow Machamp without shields is a dead Shadow Machamp, so if you are the opponent, you definitely want to save shields for your Shadow Machamp. Clefable comes back in. Alright, big Future Sight here. Alright, let's see how much damage this does to Clefable. I'm ready. Oh no! Oh no! Clefable got banished. Oh my goodness. Alright, rough lead here. Night Slash, of course, is going to be hitting for super effective damage. So this is not what you want to see. Ow, that hurts a lot. Okay, this is really, really rough. I'm hoping he's potentially trying to switch out here. Either that or he just has to sack the Xatu. He's actually staying in and shielding. I definitely am not quite sure about this play. And now he goes into Venusaur, but unfortunately he is down shields. So if you are going to save swap, typically you do want to do so at even health. Well, sorry, at an even number of shields, just because right now you are giving your opponent switch advantage and shield advantage, and putting your opponent, giving them that kind of advantage can be really difficult to come back from. Flame Charge comes through, that takes him out. He does have Swampert, which is good. Nice timing there, so the opponent does not get a free Incinerate. Hydro Cannon, of course, is going to be getting the shield because the Talonflame is at a move. Shielding it up. Okay, correctly calls the Brave Bird. Nicely done. And, ooh, I think they can get to 3 before he gets to 2 Hydro Cannons, but they actually let it go, so a mistake by the opponent. But he is going to be able to hopefully take advantage. Obstagoon comes in, able to get to a Hydro Cannon. I wonder if they're just sacrificing the Obstagoon, and they're not. So whatever's in back does not want to see a Swampert. Night Slash comes through, comes in with the Xatu, going for the Aerial Ace to take out the Obstagoon, and we'll have to see what is in the back. But honestly, Xatu, and it's a Charizard in the back, so it is something that does not want to see Swampert. Oh, unfortunately cannot get to the Hydro Cannon. And, oh, he survives on 1 HP. Okay, does this kill? Oh, it doesn't. I had a feeling it didn't. Oh, that was very close there. Oh, you hate to see it. And that's a situation where, had they not burned the shield earlier on, then they would have been in a better position to end the match. All right, Roserade comes in, staying in and going for the bait. Able to get the shield, very nice, and get a free Mud Shot. You love to see it. Letting it go. Oh, it's the Grass Knot. You hate to see it. Fortunately, Xatu has a really nice matchup here because it's going to be stuck going for Fire-type Weather Ball, which is non-stab and doesn't hit very hard. They actually go for a Grass Knot, which still does over half. Okay, Xatu is so glassy. Oh my goodness. Going for the Aerial Ace instead of the Future Sight, hoping to get a shield. They do get a shield. And now Venusaur comes in, nice little bit of lag, and they have a Magnezone in the back, and honestly, this should be a pretty good spot for Venusaur to be in. Lets it go, realizes it's just a mirror shot, so very nice counting there, and now can start unloading these Frenzy Plants onto the Magnezone. Unfortunately, cannot quite get to the move before they get to their second mirror shot. Again, letting it go. I really like this battler recognizing the fact that it's just a mirror shot and therefore they actually don't have to shield it. Able to farm down, absolutely brutal, and is going to be able to go for the Frenzy Plant, and Frenzy Plant is enough to kill Swampert, and Swampert's whole family tree just got decimated by that Frenzy Plant. Alright, hop into the next match here, leading Xatu into another Swampert. This is not great, so going to swap into his own Swampert, baiting out a Gallade. Unfortunately, overfarming there is going to cause him to have to shield, so a bit of a mistake there. And letting a confusion through, that's not great. Attempting to double up, and the Gallade actually farms past, so this honestly ends up working out fairly well for him. The Gallade is farming up a ton of energy, is now going to throw, and at this point you definitely just let this go. Waiting out the clock here a little bit, and can come back in with Xatu, and air slashes down. So waste all of Gallade's energy. Come on, big future sight here. Does Hydro Cannon kill? We'll see. Goes for the Sludge Wave. Whoa, no, please go for the Hydro Cannon. Gets the shield, and now Venusaur comes in, and they have a Dragonite in the back. Fortunately, with shield advantage, this matchup isn't terrible for Venusaur. You just have to get to the 2 Sludge Bombs, and you're going to be in a really good spot. Nice counting there by the Dragonite. Of course, they are going to want to commit the shield. It is the Dragon Claw, able to get to the Sludge Bomb, not taking any chances because Dragonite is rapidly approaching that second Dragon Claw, and that is going to be enough to take them out. Swampert has a move. Just a Hydro Cannon. That is not going to be enough, and they concede the match. So the opponent definitely misplayed there. You definitely, I mean, my guess is they were probably confused by Xatu's typings, but you definitely want to throw Hydro Cannon against Xatu. Venusaur lead, this is another solid lead. Air Slash is chunking to start, shielding up, and they correctly go for the Sludge Bomb, and they have their own Swampert, and they can counter with a Venusaur. And Venusaur is a really good counter here because Venusaur can just tank whatever they have. Earthquake, not a problem. Just over farm here. Oh, little bit of lag there. Helped him get an extra Vine Whip and able to take him out. And now there's not a lot of farm for the opposing Venusaur, although this is going to be a very difficult double resisted Vine Whip down. So my guess is we'll probably see the opponent throw, maybe, yeah, right about here. Opponent could have overfarmed by 2 more Vine Whips, but deciding to play it cautious and just take it out. Now you definitely just come in with the Xatu and start launching these Aerial Aces. Aerial Ace coming through, takes him out. What do they have in back? A Togekiss. All right, big future sight. I want to see it land. I want to see it land. Big future sight. Oh, come on. You are the destroyer of fun, Mr. Opponent. All right, this game should be in the bag so long as the Togekiss doesn't boost. It's an Aerial Ace, so this game is over. Just a couple Hydro Cannons, and we'll be on our way, thankfully. Hydro Cannon comes through. Second Hydro Cannon is going to be able to take it out. So despite the fact that the future sight was shielded, don't worry, I'm as disappointed as you guys are. Still able to clutch out the win with the Xatu squad. Let's go. And picking up a really rough lead here in Galvantula, going to do 1 Air Slash and then swap into Venusaur. The Galvantula actually does go for a lunge, so maybe they don't have a hard punish to a Venusaur, but they do. So definitely a mistake there by the opponent. There's not really a need to lunge in that particular situation when you can just come in with Talonflame and just straight up win. And so definitely a misplay by the opponent, and we're hoping that he can take advantage of it. Talonflame is absolutely loaded, which is really, really rough. Xatu comes in, has to shield it up, hoping it's Brave Bird. It's just a Flame Charge. That is not what you want to see by any means, because they're at another Flame Charge. Oh, and it's the Brave Bird. Oh, ow. I lost track of my counts there. So the opponent does a nice job of resetting their debuffs there. All right, and now it's Swampert 1v3. Can it clutch the day? I'm not liking our odds, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. Building up to quite a bit of energy here and launching off these Hydro Cannons yet again. Hydro Cannon just doesn't do enough to Snorlax, and if the opponent is smart here, they are saving their shields for the Talonflame, and this unfortunately is going to be a good game. So even though the opponent did end up misplaying, they are still able to clutch it out and take the win. And it just goes to show that even in games when you win, there is always things you can learn from and ways you can play better. All right, hopping into the next match here. All right, Xatu into Tangrowth. Of course, doing super effective damage with the air slashes, but Rock Slide would hurt quite a bit, so definitely have to be careful of the Rock Slide. Definitely shielding this up. Doesn't want to get hit with the Rock Slide. Xatu is so glassy. All right, and now going for the Aerial Ace. Let's see how much damage this does. Tangrowth is very beefy. Unfortunately, we do not get to find out, so that is unfortunate. Shielding it up, and can they commit to the farm down here? No, they can't, so they're going to have to go for the Aerial Ace, and then maybe swap on 5 into Venusaur. Ooh, unfortunately, already out of move. You hate to see that, and Rock Slide is going to be taking out the Xatu. Yep, that definitely coming in with the Venusaur, and can safely commit to the Vine Whip down and get a lot of energy. My hope is they have some anti-fires in the back, which they have a Charizard, so maybe the anti-fire is in the back, so because Venusaur typically does well against anti-fires. And they have a Machamp, so a very interesting line. No direct counter to a fire type. I mean, outside of Tangrowth itself with Rock Slide. But the good news is in shields down situations, Swampert does do very well versus Machamp, because Hydro Cannon just hits so hard. It's going to be able to take it out. Charizard comes back in. They're forced to throw, and Venusaur should hopefully be able to help clean up in the back. Dragon Claw, and able to get to the Sludge Bomb, and Sludge Bomb is going to be enough to take out the Charizard. Let's go. So all in all, Xatu in the Ultra League Premier Cup, it's some very fun spice. It is so incredibly glassy, so I wouldn't recommend going out and building one if you're trying to climb the ranks. But if you're looking for a fun spice pick to really like disrespect your opponents with your level of spice, Xatu's a good choice. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a huge thank you to our members here on YouTube. The support in the membership program is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.